Hello, everyone. Here is your U.S. news update for today. A new documentary titled Melania, 20 Days to History has been released in cinemas across the United States. The film is co-produced by First Lady Melania Trump and follows her daily life in the weeks leading up to President Donald Trump's inauguration in January 2025. For a long time, many people have asked, where is Melania? While President Trump has remained highly visible through public appearances, meetings, and social media posts, the First Lady has often stayed away from the spotlight. This documentary attempts to give viewers a closer and more personal look at her routine, thoughts, and preparations before returning to the White House. Much of the film takes place in familiar locations, such as Trump Tower in New York and the Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida. Viewers see Melania moving between meetings with stylists, designers, event planners, and decorators as she prepares clothing, dinnerware, and interior details for official White House events. The documentary focuses heavily on small, quiet moments rather than dramatic scenes. In one part, the director asks Melania about her music preferences. She reveals that she enjoys listening to Michael Jackson, especially the song Billie Jean, and briefly sings along during a car ride. These off-script moments are presented as attempts to show a more personal side of the First Lady. However, the most emotional section of the film comes when Melania speaks about the death of her mother in January 2024. She describes her grief as overwhelming and deeply personal. During a visit to Washington for former President Jimmy Carter's funeral, she notes that the date also marks the anniversary of her mother's passing. She says her mother was the richest thread in her life and lights a candle in her memory at a cathedral in New York. The documentary also shows Melania's close relationship with her longtime stylist, Hervé Pierre, who helps design many of her outfits for public events. Their conversations focus on small design details, showing her interest in fashion and presentation. There are also warm interactions with France's First Lady, Brigitte Macron, during a video call where they discuss concerns about youth anxiety and social media. Interestingly, viewers see very little of the wider Trump family. Her son, Barron, appears only briefly and avoids the camera. Melania explains that she wants him to live a private life, away from public attention. Throughout the film, Melania hints that the role of First Lady can feel highly structured and sometimes restrictive. She talks about the challenge of balancing her personal life with official duties, saying the schedule of the White House leaves fewer quiet moments. She emphasizes the need to stay mentally strong while managing responsibilities as a mother, wife, and public figure. The documentary avoids deep political discussion. Instead, it focuses on daily life, preparation, and personal reflection. Melania expresses sadness when watching news reports about tragedies and mentions her desire to use her influence to help people in need. In one scene, she meets with a woman affected by international conflict and offers comfort and prayers. Reactions to the documentary have been mixed. Supporters say the film offers a calm and human portrait of the First Lady. Critics, however, question the timing of its release and the funding behind the project. reports indicate that the film was distributed by Amazon MGM Studios with a large marketing budget, which has led to debate among political observers and media analysts. Some critics argue that the film feels more like a controlled public image project rather than an investigative documentary. Others say it provides rare access to a figure who is usually very private. Despite the controversy, the documentary largely shows Melania stepping away from politics and focusing instead on design choices, personal memories, and preparations for returning to the White House. In the final moments of the film, she reflects on her journey and says that being First Lady is about personal growth and becoming stronger each day than the day before. That's the latest update on the Melania Trump documentary and the rare insights it provides into her life before the 2025 inauguration. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more daily U.S. news updates in simple English. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.